that you made that, that you made that, that you made that.
Silent Hill TDS, J. Leo, Hitchhikers, check. I'ma spit fire and propane. Keep a little baggie of some veggies, your romaine. Zombie ass bitch tryna eat up the whole brain. While this bummy ass nigga still asking for more change. Get your taste buds lit, popping right under your tongue. Lighting up a sharp strain, feel like it's chopping your lungs. Smoke another lead to the head, feeling like Danny Phantom. Got a medicine jar in my car full of zany samples. Running with the factions when my rations getting low. Get down on the floor, blood races like I'm whipping blow. Shit show for show, I don't know, I just release and go. Can't hear what you're saying, this we too loud and you're speaking low. Johnny smoking haze in a blaze, I got heat to throw. Then I'm let the heater flow and send you to the heat below. Think it's a game, I pick the dice before you let them roll. Think I'm insane, but from the start I never had control. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale of the moonlight? Have you ever laid with a demon with the flames by your bedside? Smoking the air, sipping on spirits, get the mood right, get the crew hype. Middle fingers to the blue lights, dancing on your grave while I gaze into the moonlight.
Rolling through the city, heart is empty, but I'm feeling frisky, knowing I can make it even though these niggas want it in me. Got some rolling papers and some bitches, yeah, we getting litty, feeling out of place. Fuck it, I got my niggas with me. We on a long road, smoking trees and bagging hoes. Love is faded, I'm jaded, consequences are never told. Running out of character, the real me is getting old. Facing the facade, 50 shades, and I fall below. I'm on some new shit, underworld a new bitch. Your loose lips tangle you up, I guess this news fits. I do this, spitting some fire in meth doom. Hits the sun god, bringing some light. Now watch your mood switch, hieroglyphs when writing scripts. Namaste but conquering, conjuring some spirits in the valleys where they die and quit. Just a gladiator on a righteous tip, still sharp and steel, but I'm colder than the Arctic gets.
Chill. What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? How is everybody doing tonight? It is still Monday, new work week. Hope everybody started their work week, their new week on a good note. As always, it's your boy Wildcard Martin in the building. We are here live, I.O.W. Sports, late night Al edition with your boy Wildcard Martin, episode 195. Yes, 195. We racking up them episodes, dawg. And as always, that is the homie Silent Hill TDS. Him and J. Leo, Pale Moon Devil Dance is the song. Y'all going over to YouTube and go give my fellas some love. Show them some love. Show them some support. Some support on YouTube. Yes. And while you over there on YouTube, please make sure you go and show us some love on YouTube. Always going over to I.O.W. Sports Network, I.O.W. Sports Network on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, give us a follow, spread the word, hit that bell notification, let you know every time we go live with a show, drop new content. I.O.W. Sports Network, YouTube. You can always follow us on Twitter, same address, I.O.W. Sports Network. On Instagram, you can always find us on Twitter, I.O.W. Sports 1, I.O.W. Sports 1 on Twitter. And most importantly, as always, please go on over to Facebook, I.O.W. Sports Network. Type that address in. Gives you a chance, and I'm looking at you, the viewers, yes, you, the public, gives you a chance to, comment, be very interactive, be the ones that kind of spearhead all the action going on in the Facebook page. Drop a sports meme, get us laughing, drop your own take, spark some debates, and, do what we do. Have some good back and forth adult conversations about sports, because we all love sports. And, we emphasize big time on the network part. So if you do have content like a sports podcast or some kind of podcast of the sort, please share your information, share your content. If you have a small business, share your information, let people know. All right. And most important, you see that Cash App, I.O.W. Sports Network, is because if you send $30 to that Cash App, give us an address. This is a very exclusive I.O.W. Sports hat will be mailed to your address. It's exclusive. It is. That's the only way you can get this hat. It's $30 to that Cash App with an address, and in return, you get the very exclusive I.O.W Sports cap. And if you want any other type of merch, going over to the Facebook page, pinned up at the top, we do have our merch attached to the top of the page. Well, now that we got that out the way, let's go ahead. Let's see who we got in the comments. What's up, Matt? Yeah, how about them Dubs? Hey, they got the win. They got the win. Was all the Boston and 5, Boston and 6 people at fuck Boston. Well, they kind of quiet right now. They are facing elimination, so they got to do what they got to do. They got to get back in the game. But without further ado, of course, y'all know how we like to get shit cracking here on I.O.W Sports Show Late Night Owl Edition. Let's drop a wild card, Mar top play from the night, and it's going to lead us right into our, topic number one. Of course, we're going to talk about Game 5 that just ended. Crazy runs back and forth. But no, we'll have that conversation in just a second. But top play of the night.
Off the mark, rebound Wiggins. Got 3 seconds to get a shot off. Wiggins to Poole. Poole gets it off in time. Oh, he banks it in! He banks it in! They count it as the buzzer sound. Using every possible second, Wiggins wisely gets in a Poole. They're going to look at it. That's closer than it appeared in live action, but it looks like he got it off in time. It's out of his fingertips right there. That's going to count. What a wild
shootout. Hey, I can't even cap ESPN since they didn't got all the money in the world, being back behind Disney, man. They've been killing it on their music game. Shootout. No, I'm over here geeked up. Y'all know how it gets down. Bank was open late today. Yeah, that's the only bank that was open past 5 p.m. As Jordan Poole does his thing to help lead the Warriors to a Game 5 victory. Now they are up 3-2 in the finals. So Game 6 will be in Boston. We'll be in Boston on Thursday. And, man, Golden State has a chance. Golden State has a chance to clinch it. They have a great chance to clinch it. I had Dubs by 8 today, and they won by 10, getting close to the prediction, the final score. Hey, man, this is what we going to do, Matt. I know you're not a betting man no more, but I'm going to send you some money. You drop the bet, we all win. Because if I drop the money and you actually place the bet, you win, I win, I.O.W Sports win, we all win. We're going to start doing that because you're right. This is now the second game in a row in the finals that you predicted both the winner, and you weren't too far off from the final score. So we got to do something about this. All right. We got to start winning some money. That's enough is enough. All right. We got to start winning some money from this. We not just going to keep dropping, all types of, predictions that are damn near close, just about 2 games in a row. No, it's time. It's time to start making some money off of this. But no, let's get into the finals. All right. Let's get into Game 3. I'm sorry, I'm not Game 3. I'm tripping. Game 5 tonight. I'm up with thinking 3 because Golden State's up 3-2. But Game 5 tonight. Jason Tatum, 27 points, 10 boards, 4 assists. Had a double-double, 4 turnovers, 10 of 20 shooting. So 50%, That's actually not terrible stats. Al Horford, 9 points. Got any more than 9 points from Al Horford if Boston wants to win. Period. All right. Let's just call it what it is. I know you chipped in 9 boards. I get it. But only six shooting attempts from Al Horford, who's been having such a great, they've been doing such a great, or Al Horford has been having such a phenomenal playoff run, and now all of a sudden you getting timid now? Nah, nah. You got to do more than 9 points. Robert Williams did his thing. He dropped in 10 points. That's what you need from him. 8 boards. Nearly got a double-double. That's his normal stat line. So Robert Williams III showed up. He did his thing. Surprisingly, he had no blocks. That's probably the only surprising thing about his stat line. So look, he did his thing. Tim, what up? What up? Tim's in the building. I'm gonna get to Clay in just a second. Marcus Smart, 20 points. 3 boards, 2 assists, 7 of 15 shooting. So you slightly under 500, so not too bad. Jaylen Brown, 5 of 18, 18 points. Not good. Not a good night. And the bench did not help. For one of the greatest strengths of Boston that has been throughout this whole playoffs is the strength of their bench. And their bench did not show up tonight. They not nearly enough points to help make a difference. 3, 6, 9, 10 points. 10 points off the bench. That's what you got. The defensive hand guarding was one way. Again, tonight, Boston is a team that needs to drive the lane to get their shots, but the hand guarding the hand guarding took that away, which is crazy that you say that. Shout out to Man Down Sports, headed up by the big homie Melvin Wall, and Matt pretty much almost said the same thing. Refs let them bang for a while too. Very hands on all game between both squads. Yes, I thought it was very hands on, but but to kind of speak on what Mel is saying, some whistles were blown in one way and not the others. I mean, say what you want. Everybody's going to have their own personal opinions on it, but and not just looking at the stats. I'm talking about looking at the game. Yes, I'm rocking the Kobe jersey. The number 8 Lakers jersey. I just felt like in the real Mamba mentality today. And look, and I'll say this: the refs had kind of been up and down. I thought they let them play for the most part game 1 and game 3. The refs were pretty, they only called egregious shit. But my thing is, if the refs aren't going to call or be, if they're going to swallow the whistle, and only call egregious shit. Only call the shit that you have to call. Just my opinion. But Boston just they didn't shoot well at all. Like I said, the bench only came with 10 points. That doesn't help. Bench only adds in 10 points. That's not a usual thing you see from Boston. You see contributions from everybody, and just didn't happen. Let's flip over to the Warriors. The Warriors. Draymond Green, he puts in 8 boards, 6 assists, 1 steal, 8 points. Fouls out. Hey, that's your typical Draymond Green stat line. He's not going to wire you with points, but he's going to rebound and he's going to assist. So, I know Draymond's been slumping lately. Hasn't been playing well at all in this finals. So he finds a way to, have an impact tonight. Hey, that's what you need from Draymond right there. Clay, we've been looking for Klay Thompson. At least some consistency. He shoots 50% from the field. 21 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals. Decent. I think that's a decent stat line from Clay. That's you know, not bad. That's one of those nights where you look at Clay like not bad. Um, so Clay did his thing. Surprisingly, the person that struggled the most for Golden State um was Steph. Shooting wise, he struggled. 7 of 22, not good at all. Not good at all. 0 for 9 downtown. Now, who would have thought? All right, so let me ask y'all this: from a show of hands, who would have thought that the Warriors would still win a game by 10 points with Steph Curry going 0 for 9 behind the 3-point line? Just show of hands. Anybody? Any takers? You? What about you? Oh, you stretching? What about you? Oh, you stretching too? Okay. So nobody would ever have thought that the Warriors would have won by 10 points with Steph shooting 0 for 9 from 3-point and literally 7 for 22. Yeah, I agree with you, Tim. Steph struggled tonight. But you know what? I'm gonna give Steph his. I'm not gonna jump on Steph because the reason why I'm not gonna jump on Steph is because you got to look at what he's been doing this whole series. I mean, literally, the man has been torching Boston Celtics. You know, I mean, the man. Excuse me. Whew, long day, y'all. Excuse me. The man, Steph Curry, has been unstoppable, unable to been stopped by that good Boston defense. For those who are in the Facebook group, you saw I posted. I said 4 games in, and Boston still has yet to find an answer for Steph. And quite honestly, looking at the game tonight, I don't think they still got an answer for him. He just had a bad shooting night. He did more harm to himself than Boston did. I will say the defense got a little bit more hands on with him. Tried to make him work a little bit harder than what they've been doing. But I don't think Boston has any hold on Steph or any way to stop Steph. It's just one of those nights that a shooter has a bad night. I mean, we've seen it happen throughout the playoffs. Look, I mean, y'all saw the game 7 with Phoenix. The shooters couldn't shoot. Can't make buckets, you don't win. Crazy premise how that works, right? But I mean, it is what it is. I just don't think that Boston has yet to still find an answer for him. Golden State just happened to carry the weight that Steph has been carrying for him. They said, "Hey, man, you've done so much in 4 games. You got us to a 2-2 tie, and we should be thankful for that because it could be ugly right now. Could be down 3-1, or hell, could be packing up to go to Puerto Vallarta right now because the way that Boston has been playing defense, playing very rough and rugged. All of a sudden, Steph said, "Nah, man, first 4 games, he was unstoppable, unbeatable, unguardable." I think he more shot. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, man. I think it was more on him and not Boston on why he had a bad night tonight. I don't think I agree with you wholeheartedly. I don't think Boston did a lot to hold him in check. I just think that, man, he just had a bad night. When shooters shoot, it is what it is. Shooters gonna shoot. You can't think about the bad nights. You can't think about the nights that you went 0 for 9. Because I'm guaranteeing you, Boston is it. Look, I said Boston in 7, and they're looking closer and closer. The team might be right or wrong. I don't know, but I know we going to 7. There's no way this finals ends at 6. No way. There's just no way. We're getting a fantastic finals, y'all. We're getting back and forth. We're getting a lot of back and forth. One team goes on a run. The other team gets on another run. Then the other team gets on a run. Then the other team gets on a run. Like it's like ping pong on runs. They're going back and forth. And I don't know about y'all, but I love it. I absolutely love it. I know, Matt. I know. You root for the Dubs. I get it. I get it. But I'm just saying, we're getting a game 7. I said Boston. I don't know who's going to win this one. I really don't. But I know for sure we're getting 7. I know for sure we're getting 7. So where Boston lacked that tonight, where they're usually good at, is contribution, bench points, and all that. Like I said, only 10 points from the bench. Jordan Poole did that by himself. He had 14. Then you add another 15 from Gary Payton, 2 from Kevon Looney. You know, I what's that? 31 points, 31 points to 10. 31 points to 10 bench scoring. I mean, what else can you ask for from that bench of Golden State? You got to love it. Golden State Warriors got to close it out Thursday. Tim, I agree. Reason why I agree is because close it out in Boston. Just get the series over with. Get it over with. I think Golden State got to close it out on Thursday. I think they have to. Because I know even if you go back home to Golden State for game 7. I get it. I get it. But why even risk it? Because you saw how the game was going tonight. First half, Jaylen Brown, Tatum couldn't hit nothing. Then second half, Jason Tatum comes out of nowhere and starts lighting it up from 3. Brings momentum. They had the lead halfway through the third quarter. They just couldn't maintain it. But look, old school saying, why play with fire? Eventually you're going to get burned. Don't leave the opportunity to get burned by Boston Celtics or the refs by not closing this series out on Thursday. Close it out. Leave no doubts. Leave no stone unturned. I'm telling you. I agree with you, Tim. Hey, you don't want to keep playing with a team like Boston. Obviously, they are honed in into stopping all your defense. Their defense is trying to stop all of your offense, except Steph Curry. You can't figure him out. But do you want to keep relying, hoping that the rest of your team picks up what Steph has already been providing? Because I'm telling you, if Steph has another night like this, 0 for 9, 7 of 22, I don't like those odds of Golden State winning. Luckily tonight that their bench outscored Boston's bench. You know, you get good contributions from Jordan Poole, Gary Payton off the bench. Here's my only thing I would say to Steve Kerr. Why 2 games in a row you I know they won, and I get it. I'm nitpicking now. Okay, I'm nitpicking now. But why would Kevon Looney come off the bench the last 2 games when you had Draymond, who's been struggling mightily in his finals? I don't understand why Kevon Looney is coming off the bench. Kevon Looney has done just about any and everything for the Golden State Warriors. And look, like I said, I'm nitpicking because they won the last 2 games, and I didn't know that you would, have Looney coming off the bench, who's been playing well. I don't know where Steve Kerr went to college. Where'd he go, Matt? Don't tell me he went to Arizona. See, if they force Game 7, Curry Thompson Green will not lose Game 7 on their home court. Not fucking happening. I don't know. Don't say it can't happen. Do we forget 2016? Kyrie Irving, LeBron James in that 2016 series said something different. They went into Golden State and got a finals win in Game 7 in Golden State. Don't say it ain't. Don't say it can't be done. It's been done. And that's why I'm saying you, Golden State, need to put this series to bed. Put it to bed. Because if you don't want to open up that can of worms of possible losing a series on your home court again. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Why would you want that? Why would you want that feeling? Why would you want to close it out? Close it out, Golden State. Can we start showing Andrew Wiggins some love? Can we? We need to start showing Andrew Wiggins some love. The man is balling. Balling. People want to talk about, Jason Tatum he ain't getting his shots. He ain't getting no buckets. He ain't getting his points that he normally do. Well, you know why? Because Deuce, number 22 in Golden State, Andrew Wiggins. I don't know what's gotten into him. I don't know what's gotten into his defensive play, but that man has gotten into his bag of playing defense. I don't want to hear no talk that Jason Tatum is struggling. He's not struggling. He's just going to get some good defense. Andrew Wiggins has taken on that task by himself of saying, hey, I'm going to do my damn best to eliminate Jason Tatum from this game. Say what you want. Go look at the finals. Go look at every last game. All 5 games. Jason Tatum ain't been shooting too great. If Jason Tatum sees 20 points, trust and believe. Look at the stat line. He's getting some points from the free throw line. Trust and believe that. Because he ain't cooking. Matter of fact, his restaurant is closed, but he's secretly cooking behind closed doors. But if he get caught, they take his license. That's how he ain't cooking. I mean, Andrew Wiggins is series in right now. You can make a debate. He's Finals MVP. I said it. Yeah, I said it. Andrew Wiggins can make a very damn compelling argument that he's Finals MVP if the finals ended right now. Because he's doing what Andrew Wiggins is doing is what we have come accustomed to what Clay was doing before the injuries. Being a phenomenal two-way player. Being a phenomenal two-way player. I'm talking about Andrew Wiggins has chosen to take on the task of Jason Tatum. And I'm telling you, go look at all 5 finals games, and the shooting percentage of Jason Tatum is not pretty. That's because of Andrew Wiggins. We gotta look, people. We gotta start giving people their flowers when they deserve it. We don't want to wait. We don't want no shoulda, coulda, wouldas. We don't need no, no. Right now, I'm saying it right now that damn it, if it was up to moi, to wild card ma, Andrew Wiggins will get my finals MVP vote. Because, and I get people who say, Steph, I get it. He had 4 phenomenal games. 1 bad one tonight. But I know one thing that's been consistent through these last 5 NBA Finals games is that man, Andrew Wiggins. He's been there to score, rebound, play hard-nosed, tough defense. I mean, if he's not, if Andrew Wiggins is not playing well right now, I'm not saying this finals is over, but damn, it ain't gonna be looking pretty. Because who's gonna stop Jason Tatum? You can't put Draymond on him. Draymond's too slow. Who else you gonna put on him? You gonna put Steph on him? He's too small. You gonna put Clay on him? Well, you possibly could get away with it for a little bit, but not a whole game or a whole series. Eventually, Clay would wear it out. The way that Clay's been so inconsistent this series, I wouldn't even want to take the risk. But luckily for Golden State, that man, Andrew Wiggins, is balling out of control. 6 for 23 in game 4, Tatum was. Yeah. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you, my statistician. But I keep trying to tell you, go look at Jason Tatum's stats. His shooting percentage ain't too pretty. I'm willing to bet if he eclipsed 20 points, he had at least close to 10 free throw attempts. Should be Finals MVP when they win it, but they will give it to Steph since he doesn't have a Finals MVP. Possible. That's a big possibility. I hope it don't come to that. I hope they don't give Steph Finals MVP just because it's popularity, because it's the popular decision to make. No. Give it to cats that earned it. And right now, I'm sorry. I'm hard-pressed to find anybody that has been balling on both sides of the court, offense and defense, better than Andrew Wiggins. Show that man some love, y'all. So tomorrow I need to hear all the little talking heads that be talking all that shit. They need to go ahead. Yeah. Thank you, Matt. So hey, look at Jason Tatum's stats. 6 for 23 game 4, 9 for 23 game 3, 8 for 19 game 2, 3 for 17 game 1. He's not shooting well. That's not by a mistake. That's not by happenstance. He had his best night tonight, 10 for 20, shot 50%. That's his best night out of the finals. That's been his best night tonight. But there's no reason. There's no surprise that he ain't been shooting well. Andrew Wiggins has been playing phenomenal defense on his ass. And this is what you like to see. Defense should not be forgotten in NBA. And Andrew Wiggins is showing you, and showing to GMs, hey, you can still build a team around people that play both ends of the court. I take Andrew Wiggins on my squad right now. If he's going to continue to perform like that, he can be on my team. Because I'll take a guy that wants to score. I'll take a guy that'll play defense and say, hey, give me the team's number one scoring guy. Give me him. I want him. And I'm gonna fuck his numbers up. His shooting percentage is about to get fucked up. Just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. And Andrew Wiggins is doing his damn thing. Shout out to the man. So again, Thursday, Game 6 in Boston. Let's see if Golden State could finish it out. I'm with Tim on this one. I say finish it out. Because you don't want to be playing with these Boston Celtics, man. You don't want no repeat of your 2016 finals when you lost Game 7 at home. You don't want to leave that to chance. You just don't. In other news, as I spark my joint up, it's funny that I'm talking about this because we got an NBA player. We got an NBA player in Montrezl Harrell. And for those who don't remember who Montrezl Harrell is, a couple of years ago, when he was a Clipper, he was Sixth Man of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year. And he has since moved on to the Lakers, then to the Wizards, who just traded him in the offseason. And he's currently playing with the Charlotte Hornets. But I'm smoking this one for Montrezl Harrell. Because my man, who is an NBA player, had the dope on him, y'all. Had the dope on him. I smoked that good shit. I might see what Montrezl Harrell working with. So this is out in Richmond, Kentucky. Charlotte Hornets forward Montrezl Harrell is facing a felony drug charge after authorities said they found vacuum-sealed bags of marijuana in his car during a traffic stop. So Harrell, who's 28, was pulled over in Richmond, Kentucky by a state trooper May 12th for driving behind a vehicle too closely. News outlets reported Monday, citing court records. The trooper said he smelled marijuana and after a search discovered 3 pounds. Lord. This man had what? Why? Discovered 3 pounds of marijuana in vacuum-sealed bags inside a backpack in the back seat. Montrezl Harrell has been charged with trafficking less than 5 pounds of marijuana. If convicted on that count, he could face up to 5 years in prison. Scheduled for preliminary hearing July 13th. Of course, Montrezl Harrell did play at Louisville. Has played 7 seasons in the NBA, including 3 seasons with the Clippers, 2 with the Houston Rockets, acquired by the Hornets at the trade deadline for the Washington Wizards. Of course, did that 1 year with the Lakers. It was not immediately clear whether Harrell had an attorney who could comment on his behalf. The Hornets declined comment, according to the Charlotte Observer. 3 pounds? Nah. Better know federal law if you're going to fuck around. Yeah? Look, Montrez. Look, I like weed. And by the looks of it and the sound of it, so do you. But here's the thing. Now, here's a little insight to your boy Wildcard Mar. There was a point in time where I was flipping ounces. I was flipping ounces of that good bud. And one thing I didn't do The one thing I didn't do was drive like an idiot. Can't even say it was for personal use. Yeah, not with 3 pounds. That's definitely intent to sell. Um, man, 3 pounds. But like I was saying, one thing I didn't do is drive like an idiot when I had to work on me. You just can't do it. Just can't do it. So I'm just having a hard time understanding like where's his mind at. As a matter of fact, he's not the only athlete that's been caught with that much amount of weed. Is that NBA money not enough? Are you not making enough in the NBA? I know you're making over 6 figures. That's the minimum. So that puts you in the same tax bracket as doctors and lawyers. So my thing is my choice is like, come on, man. We got to be smarter than this. You are potentially messing up your future for some weed. I love weed. I indulge in weed, but I will not, and I say I will not, and I refuse to let weed fuck up my money. I refuse. And so why even put yourself in any kind of situation like this, driving with the work? First of all, I'm on that good cushion alcohol. I got them damn bitches I can call. Why would you put yourself in that predicament, mess up your future? You 28. Montrezl Harrell is 28. They are playing in the NBA. LeBron's 37, 38. You can play damn near until your 40s in the NBA. You know why? Because you're not getting touched. All right? This ain't bad boys pissing defense no more. You're not getting rocked like that no more. Hand checking is banned. You can play into your 40s. You've already won 6 Man of the Year. So that shows that you are capable of being a sixth starter in a sense. Right on time for the Bill and Matt. But I'm saying, like, you can make something happen. You know what I'm saying? You got to be smarter than that. You got to be smarter than that. Got to be, you know, in a more mature headspace to understand that you can't mess up your future. You can't. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Now I don't play a lot of clips from a lot of talking heads, but I did see this one, and I thought it was something very necessary to talk about.
Bro, you barely played 40 games. You played 40 games. He also said, Skip, that, you know, normally what he does is that he takes a month off and then he'll hit 6 weeks of the weights and then he'll start touching the basketball. AD, you stayed injured. You've had one season in which you weren't injured. Don't you think you might want to change that up? Bruh, you barely picked the basketball up for basketball season. Bruh, you barely played 40 games.
Now I don't, like I said, I don't play a lot of talking heads stuff on here. But Unc Shannon kind of right though. I don't know where Unc Shannon wasn't lying. And just in case y'all don't know what Uncle Shannon is talking about, he's talking about Anthony Davis had the nerves to publicly say that he hasn't touched the basketball since April 5th. Yes, look at your watch. Yes, check your date. When this show started, it was June 13th. So for almost 2 months and some change, Anthony Davis ain't touched the basketball. Okay. And I'm not normally worried about an NBA player not touching a basketball for 2 months because, it's just like riding a bike. Once they get in the gym, get a basketball in their hands, may take a little bit to knock a little rust off, but they, once they get to cooking, the motherfuckers is cooking. So I think where my concern is that he's saying and Shannon kind of reverberated his off-season campaign and how he goes about it, or off-season regiment. And I think that's where my concern is, because if this is your same regiment that you've been doing since you've been in the NBA, it might be time to lose that regiment. Because, well, haven't played a lot. Well, Uncle say you barely played 40 games. And you ain't picked up a basketball in 2 months? Now, maybe I'm nitpicking because I'm, maybe a little bit more invested in this because I am a Laker fan. But I'm just saying, as a sports fan and a person that has played sports, if you don't continue to work on your craft and you take breaks from it, you're going to do yourself the more work to get back in routine and then progress. So my thing is all right, so my occupation, I cook, y'all. I be in the kitchen really whipping it up, chefing it up. And so I know when I haven't been practicing my craft, because it's my craft. Cooking is my craft. I went to culinary school, got a business. I got jobs that I cook at other places. Is because I want to continue honing my craft. That means getting more information, new techniques, new cooking techniques, new cooking styles, cooking flavors, equipment. I want to forever evolve. And so it's never ending. So what I'm saying is when you are invested in your craft, you invest and you don't mind sacrificing the time that others are probably using to, have fun and vacate and do all that fun shit. You are sacrificing that fun shit to your craft because you want to be the best. You want to be better than everyone else. And then in turn, rub off on your teammates. Hopefully they get the picture. You become a solid team and you can, hell, let's go win some championships. But when you ain't touched a basketball in 2 months and some change, you kind of spill your off-season regimen, and yet you've only played primarily one full season. That, I'm sorry, this is not just me being a Lakers fan. This is just me being a sports guy. Like, that dot is not connecting to that one. I have to think of maybe you slightly might not be 100% invested in your craft. Yes, being tall and being athletic and being the size that you're at has gotten you all the way to the pros. But my God, it's no different from Ben Simmons. If all of a sudden, yes, you're good and proficient at certain things that can carry you a long way, but eventually the truth comes out that you've been so pampered and only focused on certain things of your game that you lack something else. And we about to expose it. I'm sorry. I'm seeing a lack of commitment to his craft. You know what I'm saying? You got to find a way to evolve. And here's my thing. You're teammates with a guy that goes to the ends of the earth financially to make sure that his body is right for an 82 game season. And obviously, because I'm not in the know, I don't know if Anthony Davis is reaching out to LeBron. I hope the hell he is. I hope that he's reaching out to his nutritionist or possibly working out with him. I hope he's listening to LeBron at least on this shit. Because LeBron has made sure I will go to the ends of the earth, spend as much as I need, because, well, he's a billionaire now. Don't forget that. But I will go to the ends of the earth financially, educationally, whatever, to make sure that my body is ready for this grueling season. Well, if that's your teammate, I would be, hey, man, what is you doing? Or can I even get on with you? Something. Change it up, Anthony Davis, but admitting that you ain't touched a basketball in 2 months and some change ain't a good look, seeing is that one, you can't stay healthy, and two, you need to stay fresh. You've had plenty of time to sit on the bench, do your fashion show with all your Gucci and Louis Vuitton and shit on the sideline. Damn. Is this true stat right here, Matt? If this true, that's crazy. Even Kyrie played more games than AD did this year. That's crazy. If that is true. That is crazy if that is true. I can't even cap. That is crazy. Matter of fact, don't mind me, y'all. We just gonna take a quick little gander. Because if that's the case, my goodness, I don't even know what to even say after that. I really don't. All right. Let's see how many games AD played. All right. Where you at, AD? Mr. Fragile? Mr. Fragile. Ain't nothing better than a very expensive, fragile motherfucker on your roster. All right. Stats. Okay. So you played 40 games, AD. AD played 40 games, y'all. Play 40. All right. Let's go and see what Mr. No Vaccine played. How many games he played this year. All right. All right. Kyrie. Where you at, buddy? Here we go. All right. Well, I'll be damned. No. Almost. No, I had to double check though, man, because I was about to trip out. He did play 29 though. So Kyrie played 29 and AD played 40. So only 11 games more. That's still sad. I'm talking about a man that stayed away because of a mandate and stuff that had to do with the vaccine. His choice. His choice. But only playing 29 out of 82 games, it does disrupt the chemistry. That's a fact. That has nothing to do with where you sit on the vaccination line. I'm just telling you straight point period. When you only play 29 out of 82 games, you are not helping to maintain the chemistry flow of the team. It messes up with the chemistry, whether you intend to or not. It does. That's just a fact. All right. And so when you only play 40 out of 82 games, that don't help. That surely doesn't help. So in conclusion, I'm getting all this to say, and I've said this many a times before, get rid of his ass off the Lakers now while you can. While you can get some type of damn value for him. Because when you always consistently hurt, his value goes down year in and year out. Year in and year out. For a damn guy who's going to cost almost $40 million next year, and you can't stay on the court. 29 years old. Somebody's still foolish enough to see if they get, oh man, we could possibly still try to, we could possibly still, he still might got Sean in there. Okay, well, the Lakers need to go find that team because you can't cost $40 million and only play 40 games. You better off getting traded than being on our roster. How the hell can I depend on you? How the hell can I count on you to be there in a playoff run? I can't. Not based off of what you've been doing in LA. You've been hurt, and hurt. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, man. Tear it all the way the fuck down, but I would start with AD. Nobody, first of all, not moving Russell Westbrook. Nobody's taking on that $47 million for that joke. All right. That's one. He ain't going nowhere. They got to find a way to. Only way Russell Westbrook moves is the Lakers would have to eat probably half that contract. Because I know if I was a GM for another team and they come knocking at my door, hey man, yeah, we would like your point guard, and we'll give you Russ, and yeah, that sounds good. And I would rebut back, but like, how much is this contract you eat? I really don't want the motherfucker, but if you gonna take, I ain't got much to really brag about here, but if you take on some of the contract, and I'm talking about majority of it, more like 2/3 of it, we can make something happen. That'd be my rebuttal. Nobody's taking on that contract. Lakers were the only fools to do it. Have y'all not been paying attention that he's been on a new team 3 years in a row? That ain't by happenstance. People look at his salary cap hit. They look at the production he's given us. Nah, I can't pay that. Who on him? Oh, you stupid enough to fall for it? First of all, Houston was stupid enough to fall for it. Then Washington was stupid enough to fall for it. And just as stupid is and stupid does, the Lakers were like, hey, hold my beer. I could top your stupid. Now look at you. But LeBron got to go because he actually has still good trade value, high trade value at 38, 37 years old. Yes, he still has good trade value. And AD, Mr. 29-year-old fragile motherfucker. Mr. Uncommitted. But y'all know who is committed. Your boy here, because we just finished episode 159. Yeah, that's right, 159. So, now. Show's a wrap. We will be back tomorrow. Gonna be looking at it. We'll be back tomorrow at more probably like 11:20, 11:30, because I got the season finale of Mayans on tomorrow. So I'm gonna watch that. And they usually go over a little bit on the time anyway. So but yeah. Somewhere around the 23rd hour, Tuesday, come back, come kick it with your boy, Wildcard Mar. And yo, it's been real, it's been fun. And yo, folks, y'all have yourself a fantastic Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Peace and love.
Yeah. Sound like hell to the earth. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah. Alright, let me get serious this time. Yo, I'm on my God of War shit. All the war spits, let the bass kick, nigga, feel the fucking floor lift. Watch your pores rip from these razor blade fingertips. Smoke hit your face like a hammer fist. Outstanding with suicidal flow. Nose diving to a free fall. Speedball, cannonball, jerking out on Adderall. I just watch the bodies fall. Supercharged like Dragon Ball. When I spit this fire out my mouth, you hear the dragon skull. Daily with explosiveness, get softer than some woven silk. Grind the rapper's flesh in the syrup and call it muscle milk. Some nutritious, my hunger forever endless. I'm vicious and bloodthirsty, my nigga. I handle business pretentious, I leave them injured. Eating pickles for dinner, underground like not the splinter. Then hibernate for the winter. Illiterate, so I can give a fuck about the sentence. Belligerent, so I don't give a fuck about repentance. Johnny plays with a bag of haze over roast spirits. I'm forced to be reckoned with when I'm beating all limits. These lyrics are packed with venom. Rattlesnakes in the kitchen, cooking a recipe full of poison. I leave them finished.
Come to punches, yo, I only landed threes. These thick five MCs is copping plan B. Never was a M fan, they can't stand me. Been dope since before Hope sampled Annie. If it's smoke, I ain't gon' blame the jammy. Cause folk, my hands is nicer than your granddaddy. Don't spar less you a piece and a half. If you same boat when I put feet on the track, I fuck MCs up. I'm bringing